Yeah, they are. I mean, they've not fixed all of this. And if you think that, and that was apparently on a small scale. So like the real genius attackers haven't even struck yet.
Is that what they call them? The hackers attackers?
That's what they call it. It's like a horrible band.
The hackers attackers. Yeah.
Now presenting. Now on coming in. Please welcome.
It's also something out of like an 80s movie. They're going, who's responsible for this?
We are the hackers attackers. Listen clearly if you ever want your banks back again.
Who did you say you were?
The hacker attackers.
They're the hacker attackers.
The hacker attackers.
You know what I mean. So satisfying. Oh yeah.
Was that good?
What made you get regular today?
My kids banned diet from the house. So if they're home and they see me walking with diet, they throw it out.
They banned it?
They banned it.
Not your wife?
No, the kids did. They said that diet soda is not healthy.
Okay. Well, soda's not healthy.
Right.
Yeah,
But
just-
yeah, the kids banned.
How about you zip it? Because I pay for this home and everything in it.
Yeah, well,
And I can do what I want.
No, that's true. I just like to have a house where kids feel at home and everybody's having a good time.
So you get to like run what I eat and drink and
I mean,
and
it's not that
ingest.
dramatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if I like Diet Coke, like people who love a certain soda, I feel like are pretty hardcore about it.
I love all sodas.
Okay.
I'm like one of the great soda fans that you'll ever find.
Ever.
I can't imagine somebody who likes soda more than me. Like, as somebody that doesn't, I feel like, have like a ton of vices.
That's your vice?
I can't give it up. I've tried to give it up.
Yeah.
I can't give it up. And I like the new flavors, and I like to try different flavors, and I like to have like I love a Mexican Coke whenever I see a Mexican
Nothing
Coke.
better than it out of a bottle.
And that's happened. That's happened. Like I'll go like, well, I'm not drinking soda for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to a Chipotle, and they'll have Mexican Cokes, and I'm like, well, I understand that like I'm not drinking soda for a while, except
If it's Mexican Coke.
to not take a Mexican Coke would
Like
be.
if it's available.
It's available right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Sacrilege.
And then they go like, I saw some video or something. I didn't even bother watching it on Instagram, where it was like, this is what this person drank a soda every day, and this is what it did. I was like, what do you mean one soda a day? I drink soda every day.
Yeah, I have a friend who takes down easily like 5 Diet Cokes. Like the addiction runs deep, like 5 a day.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Do you drink water at all?
I have a jar of water. I try to get through at least, you know,
The jar that was in the car?
mason jar.
That's the only water you drink in a day?
I might not even get a full jar in.
Okay, you can shit all over my lifestyle.
Ew.
But there is nothing more unhealthy than only drinking
I can think of
jar.
a couple of things. They're illegal, though.
Okay, whatever. We're not talking about that right now.
I'm sorry. I know.
You need to
I'll
get
take
at
a-
least 64 ounces. How much do you think that mason jar is? 8 ounces, maybe?
It's
12?
not 8 ounce. No. 12 ounces is like a can of soda. That mason
No.
jar is bigger. Yes. A 12. You telling me I don't know how much a can of soda? I love soda.
Oh, I forgot.
It's 12 ounces
Did
in a
you
can.
just-
I love soda.
Don't.
12 ounces in a can, 20 ounces in one of these bad boys. And of course, you got the 2 liters. You know, who I was watching the movie about the Blackberry guy and the guy who did Palm Pilot.
Palm Pilot?
You remember Palm Pilot?
Kind of like it's ringing a bell, but
So
not
the
really.
CEO of Palm used to be the CEO of one of the soda companies, and he was bragging about being the guy who came up with the idea of doing a 2-liter bottle. Because people were like,
I want more.
Who would ever drink that much soda? That's too big. And
amazing.
he's like, no, we sell it by the liter now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, so no, I am actively trying to drink more water. Actively, like recently actively.
Okay, well, let's do even more than that. Let's try to get 2 mason jars. It's hard for you to get that whole mason jar down in a day?
Yeah, my intentions are there.
It's okay. Okay.
So if I drink 2 mason jars of water a day, because that's kind of, I know how to measure soda.
Yeah.
Not water.
Not water.
No. And I don't want to walk around with one of those big, like, water cups.
Oh, like one of, like, yeah.
They're so annoying.
Right, like a
Jess
Stanley.
walks around with
or,
them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the most inconvenient, annoying things. They fall all over the place. They cling and they clang.
You know, they also make like they make like little satchels for them now, like your water satchel. Like I'm not carrying around enough crap.
Right.
That I need a satchel for my water because it's so big.
Now that said, if WWE did like
A satchel?
WrestleMania Stanleys, which they should because
Right.
Stanleys are collectible, and it was like you can only get them here at the event, I'd be rocking a Stanley collection. Like,
Yeah.
look, I got these Bojangles cups.
Well, we got the Olivia Stanley. Those aren't nearly as exciting as the Olivia Stanley.
No, because there's Brothers of Destruction, Outsiders, Heart Foundation, the Dudley Boys. A lot of people don't have this Dudley Boys cup.
Towards the top. You can't bring that anywhere. You need a satchel and a top, apparently.
They are designed to be disposable. I think. It is tough to bring them around. No, I don't know if I'd go so far as the satchel, but if they had wrestling Stanleys. But no, okay, so if I drink 2 mason jars of water a day,
Yeah.
can I drink soda as much as I want?
I mean, no. That's not the way that it doesn't cancel
All right,
it
doctor.
out.
Okay, doctor. I was just asking.
I'm just saying, I would like you to be healthy. I would like you to stay around for a while.
I'm
Don't
trying.
you want the same for me?
Yeah, but I mean, I can't.
lost
I
cause.
can't bank on that. I can't get my hopes up
Okay,
for
well,
that.
we both can't die. We got
that's a
we got a
good point.
pod to do.
Yeah, we got to keep the brand going.
Come
we got to
on.
keep the brand strong.
Wait, quickly, can we just go back to when you did this
Yeah.
with your hands?
Okay.
Kind of like he's waxing on and waxing off if you're just listening right now.
Okay.
Like Danielson.
Okay.
What's the most annoying thing that someone could do in your face? Like Matt, if
Punch
you
it, I guess.
Huh?
Punch?
Yeah, that's fair.
I would hate that.
If you go like if I'm trying to make a point and I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you?
Okay.
He's like, clap in my face again and see what happens.
I don't like to get pointed at.
You don't like get pointed at?
And I don't like that at all.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't like it when you did it.
Okay.
And I'll even like see in movies. Like I'm not a confrontational person.
No.
Really. I mean, I'll joke around, but I'm not like in real life confrontations. Like if you go like this is what I need from you. I'll go like, I'll tell you what.
Get your finger out of my face.
The conversation has shifted.
Yes.
Because this thing that we were working on, we're not there anymore.
Yeah.
We need to correct some stuff that just happened. Like it brings me
The clap doesn't bother you that much? It's pretty
no,
rude.
because it's almost comical.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you clap like that at me, this is why. Like you understand the level of psychosis I would bring you to if we were married is nuts. Because if you clap like that at me,
Yeah.
I would start laughing.
He almost one time almost knocked me out. He's never touched me. We don't have to worry about
For the record.
Just for the record, but like it is an infuriating move.
Yeah, no, I would start laughing.
Yeah.
And I would imagine if you were like, I need you to listen.
I'd be like, stop clapping in my face.
Right, then the pointing, would get me. But if you were clapping like that at me, I would start.
Yeah.
I would laugh in your face.
Now this is not something really done in your face, but this also just came into my head.
Okay.
When someone clicks their teeth, don't click your teeth at me.
Yeah, I don't mind those little things. I don't mind
No.
people being angry. I don't like the pointing.
Okay.
I don't like condescension.
Oh, well,
And
obviously.
sometimes that happens politely.
Yeah, it's almost worse when it's polite.
Yeah, like you have the type of friends that do that stuff because they think they're big shots. A lot of your
Yeah.
friends, you know what I mean.
All
And
of
I
them?
love them, by the way. These aren't.
Are you talking about friends of mine that you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
yeah.
And I think that they pick up on my energy quickly, and we get along. I love them.
You really do.
I love them, but I also recognize that they have that thing where if I allowed it,
Yeah.
they would be very condescending and like,
Yeah.
oh, you built a little studio in your basement, huh?
Isn't
Like,
that- you're right.
try
Yeah,
it. Conversation's over.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
With the whole relationship.
It's over.
There's, I mean, probably no coming back.
Yeah. You pissed all over it.
Right, because you've exposed yourself.
Yeah.
I know who you are
yes.
now. I see you.
Right.
I see
See
you.
you with my finger
Right.
in your face.
Right. So if I ever point at you, like if
Okay.
I ever start going like this,
It's bad.
yeah, because I mean, if
Just stick to waxing on and waxing off.
well, this is just me like creating a picture. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay, that's your picture
This
creation.
isn't hostility.
Okay, right.
Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, this
Okay.
is just me. When I'm talking about things I love,
Okay.
soda,
Right. Me.
you,
Right.
I go like this, Nicole.
Okay,
Let
right,
me
gotcha.
tell you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's I gesticulate.
You do.
Yeah.
It's such a weird word.
And I didn't even really realize that it was something that people saw until I was sitting in the WWE's documentary chair one of the many times. But it's enough times now where they kind of know.
Oh, did you sit in your little chair? It's over.
I'm not going to finish.
I'm joking. I'm
That's
joking.
exactly what I would do. But they were like, this one, like they're asking me questions, and they're like, you know, what did you think of this? By the way, we already have footage of it, so this will probably just be voiceover,
Right.
So you don't have to like talk with your hands like you always do.
Oh, they said that?
I was like, huh?
Okay, so we're very similar because, okay, that hurts a little bit, but
Cool.
okay.
But if I
Yeah, but
you can still use it, right?
sometimes I feel like gesticulating and moving my hands around is like it helps the words flow. It helps everything come together. And it's funny because I would do, you remember I used to do like things on like MTV or VH1, stupid things here and there before they're like non-existent. I don't even know if those channels exist
You
anymore.
were the end. You were the last one.
I was the end. I
like
ended
being
it
the
all.
last professional broadcaster. You were the last pop culture journalist.
I remember one of the producers one day in my in-ear going, Nicole, stop flailing your arms. They're out of the shot. Because I was going so big. And it's hard. It doesn't feel like me to sit with my hands on my lap and talk to you. That's not me.
No,
this is not me.
I'm the same way because I like to talk about things I'm enthusiastic about.
Right. It means I'm happy. It
And
means
if I'm
I'm
enthused, like we're doing this. We're having this
Yes!
conversation.
Look at us.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And people who don't like that, I don't.
Okay, good.
Like what are we, phony balonies here? I
Yeah,
don't want
no.
anything to do with it.
Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
This is probably very inside, but like when you're doing a show like that and a producer is in your ear giving you like instructions like that, do
Yeah.
you like that or you don't like it?
Love it.
Me too.
I love being told what to do.
Me too. Wow.
No, but no,
That's a different deal.
in that way, like just like how do you want it? I don't want to guess. Tell
Right.
me exactly what you want me to do, and like that's why I don't know. Like especially if,
Some
like,
people hate it.
yeah, like if they give us like liners and things on the radio, and they're just like ad lib, like do
hate
you?
that.
We can do it, but like I know you have something in mind, so just tell me what to say and I'll do it.
And like also don't make me do your job.
Right?
If you're writing it for me, why are you making me write it for
You're
you?
the writer. You're the creator.
Yeah, this ain't the show.
Create it.
Right. Right.
I'm not getting paid.
No.
I actually got in a fight with someone the other day.
Nice.
A customer service person. And when they told me when I said I wanted a refund for something, they told me, I'm sorry, that's above my pay grade, which I thought was so rude. And I was like, well, find someone whose pay grade it works with or something. I don't know what I said. I said something
Just
dumb.
words are coming out.
But I just was like, I just thought, and like a customer service person has like a script. If this person gets angry, if this person says this.
The no Rolodex where you won't accept no's.
That's
like,
not it. That's not in the script. This is above my pay grade.
yeah, well, yeah, because that's the right response. Okay.
No, not
Could you
okay.
put me on the phone with somebody whose pay grade it is?
Yes,
To handle refunds?
That's what I said.
Also, like,
Something to that effect.
probably not as
No,
eloquent.
Just said random words
Right,
until they put
right.
me on with the manager.
Manager,
Yeah.
give me someone else.
I don't like you.
But also, when it comes to sales, like refunds.
Oh, I'm really good at it.
But what's below refunds? Like,
Yeah.
What is your
Yes,
responsibility then? If it's and how small is your pay?
I just felt like sometimes they want you to take a survey about how well they customer served you. Like I didn't, but I wanted to be like they were horrible. They were rude.
By the way, I love that you just said customer served.
Yeah, the customer service.
Like customer service. What do they do? Oh, we customer service.
They do. It's an adjective.
Like it's one word. Oh.
God. It was a long weekend. I'm still feeling like I'm missing brain cells, but it was really fun.
What'd you do this weekend?
Adult sleepover.
Adult sleepover.
We went to see all of Matt's
And it
college
only gets
friends.
weirder
Why?
as the years go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to see all of Matt's college friends that we do a weekend every summer, and then all the kids are friends and we're friends, and everyone can have fun. The kids have their fun, we have our fun.
Different types of fun.
Way different.
Who
Types.
watches the kids?
They watch each other.
That's what I thought. That's how you lost one.
No, but there's so many kids at varying ages, and we're like in a house. It's not like we're not at a theme park, right? It's like
right. So what's the worst that could happen?
we're fenced in.
Right. Right. This is a Netflix doc waiting to happen.
They're like dogs who can't get out. We've
Yeah.
got shock collars on them.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like so many of your activities are the first episode of a Netflix doc where you don't exactly know where it's going, but everything has the potential to go so wrong in so many different ways that you're locked in. Something terrible is going to happen. And why would this person make all these decisions leading here?
Trying to think of anything that really bad happened.
Well, I mean, that's not to say that it will.
Right.
But that's to say that you tend to do things going, well, nothing bad has happened.
Right.
So let's continue to do things in which bad things could happen.
One time last year, there was an edible that fell on the ground, and one of the dogs got it. It's a small piece. It was a small piece. You see these videos. It's horrible. I wanted to die. Like that is so
Sure.
not okay.
Sure.
And the dog was brought to the vet, and like so many, when you hear these stories, the vet's just like, they're stoned. Like they just bring them home, just wait it out. But you know that the dog is like, they're not having fun. They're not
No.
enjoying it. They're like, I'm on a horrible trip and I want it to end.
Yeah, do dogs have like consciousness? Meaning, because they don't have like thought patterns.
No, but I have been told that they definitely do not understand time. So if you leave them for a week or you leave them for like an hour, it feels the same to them, which is what a horrible way to live.
Or good,
right?
if you're left for a week.
Right.
You know what I
That
mean?
way.
Like, it's not really not that
Yeah.
bad. Like, yeah, if you leave them for the afternoon, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But if you leave them for a month, it's like, this is fine.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
And it does make sense when you see that like animals reunited with people after years.
Yeah.
Like they've been gone for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, bro, it's been so long.
You're back.
Good to see you. What have you been up to?
Yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, do they just like, is everything just perceived
I don't
for
know.
a period of time differently?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like
Because it might be okay because they wouldn't like the paranoia
yeah.
that could set in has to do with like that sort of consciousness. Like you're telling yourself
Oh,
a
I
story.
see what you're saying. Right.
So if you're not thinking that deep and you're not telling yourself
Right.
a story,
like I want this to be over. I want this to be over. Like they're
then
not,
maybe you just receive,
maybe they hopefully.
right? You just experience the world. And
This
you're like,
dog did not seem pleased, and I felt horrible because he's such a little cutie. But we
could
did.
say also he's probably going like, this is reality now.
This is who I am now.
This is it.
what has happened.
I don't exactly remember what was happening before this.
Right.
But this is.
Do I like the Grateful Dead?
Yeah.
Go into the sphere immediately. Yeah. So that was the worst thing that's ever happened, and it was horrible. But I mean, for the most part, it's been just a grand old time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it ain't broke.
Don't fix it, baby.
That said,
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that's listened to this show at all knows how broken it really is.
It's asking to be broken, shattered.
Yeah, shattered. It's broken,
It's broken.
but it still works.
Right. It's
So
like your
let's-
phone when it cracks and you're trying to just keep it going for a little while. It still works.
Right,
Can't see all the numbers.
right.
Or
It's
the text
like,
messages.
yeah, it's like a little hole is in the tire, but
Yeah.
it hasn't deflated.
We got time. We still got time.
Let's keep riding on it.
Doing it.
Let's ride the lightning. You know, let's do it. So I think we do have to talk about maybe
Credit where credit is due.
you know already where.
Oh, because I could feel you building up the confidence to be like, Nicole, maybe you were right. Maybe there's some truth to what you said / predicted. Nostra Nicole.
Right.
That's who I am now.
Nostra Biggins.
Nostra Biggins. That's my
Nostra
name.
Biggins. Because you had mentioned that the world was ending.
Last week. Or that there was the possibility and that it felt like that. And you're like, your feeling like that is not enough proof.
But then everything happened.
Literally the next day, or maybe 2 days later, there was a.
No, it was, yeah. Here's how it went.
Okay.
Satisfying on Thursday morning.
Yes.
On that same morning, it was announced Hulk Hogan is speaking at the RNC.
Right.
And okay, I'm like, huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Jeez.
You sent me a text about that.
Yeah, like, wow.
And the dominoes.
And I go, wait a minute. Maybe. We'll see.
It'll be okay.
This might be just like
Right.
Terry, right? The person who plays
Right.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
Maybe
and then
he's-
he ripped off his shirt.
it was awesome.
I know you thought it was awesome.
It was.
But when we're talking about our country,
It was awesome.
that's not going to fix it.
But I'm sitting there and I go, like, maybe you're right.
Right.
But as I'm watching the RNC, right? And like Hogan comes out and he's full Hogan. I already thought it was wild when he was giving him these. And that was the very beginning.
You were like, oh, what's
When
it?
he's like, when they come and they kill my they try to kill my hero. Ooh, chicken. And he's like got the big Hogan eyes and he's ripping the
he
shirt.
He is in the ring.
I was like, yeah. I felt exactly how I felt before WrestleMania 7. Where I'm like, yeah, I hate Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Hogan's gonna kill him.
What's happening?
USA. USA. I felt so charged up by the whole
I
thing.
know. I think that was the point.
And it worked. You know something, brother. And I was like, I do know something, brother.
Yeah. I know a lot of things.
And then just as I'm like, wait, maybe this is tricks, right? Maybe they're just keying into the.
Then what happened? Cyber attack?
No, not yet.
Okay,
not
hack.
yet.
Oh.
Not even yet.
Okay.
Because then I keep watching.
Yeah.
And then I hear, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Kid Rock.
Yep.
And I went,
Oh, no.
this is the guy I grew up watching. I go, and you know what I said though? I said, probably just do some weird political speech. Probably just be like a political weirdo, like just, hey man, here's what I think, and I'm
Kid.
like, whatever, I'll be able to blow this off.
You know,
And
kid
then
is
it
just
just
like
goes-
Budweiser, and he's just
Whatever. I'll be like, okay, this would be kind of funny, whatever.
Yep.
But then
Mhm.
he goes, yeah, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, no, he's not
No.
going to do it. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
I am American Badass. And I'm like, I love this song. I've loved this song since I was in high school.
Do you think that Trump actually got to choose what he wanted? He's like, try to
course.
get Hulk, try to get Kid Rock,
100%. And he didn't say try.
get him.
No. Hulk. Donald. Bob.
Do me a favor.
Bob, it's Donald. I want you to say, and he at one point described Kid Rock as like, goes like when he was doing his speech, he talked about Kid Rock's rallies, how he draws so many people to his rallies.
Yeah, Kid does.
These are concerts. They're not rallies.
They're not rallies. He
But-
loves a rally though.
But I'm like, I can't sit here and pretend.
Yeah.
Like in high school, I wasn't obsessed with Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
No.
And I didn't have a Kid Rock hoodie that I wore half the
No.
days to school. I loved Kid Rock. I loved American Badass. Undertaker came to the ring to that song.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like he programmed the whole thing
Yeah.
to just tap into that youthful inner spirit
Okay.
that exists within my heart.
And it worked.
I was
You couldn't have been happier.
I loved it the way I
Were you-
used to love the VMAs.
Were you like standing in front of your television like
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was more I was in it was shock and awe.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. It was
Like,
special.
Yeah.
Before.
And I was like, this is literally when my parents would watch political conferences. I'd be sitting there watching Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
listening to Kid Rock, and being like, you guys suck. This is lame. I watch the cool stuff. And now it's right there. I'm watching what used to be their shows, but it's my stuff. I guess I was right. I guess wrestling does rule.
I mean, yeah, it does. I think we've seen that.
And by the way, 3 WWE Hall of Famers. Donald Trump, Kid Rock, Hulk Hogan.
They're Hall of Famers?
All 3 of them are in the WWE Hall of Fame.
They are?
There's a celebrity wing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
A lot of people
cool.
didn't realize.
Oh,
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, this is a really weird experience to live through.
Right. But
Don-
I survived.
Donald comes out, gives the longest speech in the history of
Speeches.
Well, in the history of conferences.
Yeah.
It was 93 minutes, I think.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I think I fell asleep.
I think most people did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 12:30 when it ended.
Yeah. It's like, come on, we got work. We got school. Well, I
Right.
guess not school, camp,
Whatever.
whatever you're doing.
In Australia, they had school. Seasons are flipped.
I don't like it.
Did the seasons get flipped?
It annoys me. I just feel like everyone should do what we do. I
So
feel like
it's
everyone.
like just have a cold summer.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Deal with it.
Sorry, and have a hot winter. Sorry.
It's kind of like don't ever ask me like if I want to have a meeting at like a time Pacific time. Everyone
Oh, so
should
you're not-
translate to East Coast. I'm not doing your
Wow, you're not even like just line up the seasons. You're like every single person should be on American East Coast Standard Time.
specifically.
Okay, and that's only because that's your time zone.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, all right.
I'm not the only one who thinks that. I have a lot of people who were like I kind of agree. Maybe not the season flipping, but the Eastern
I
time.
think the season flipping is probably more realistic than
Okay.
Eastern. I mean, because then if
Don't be like if you have availability for like this time or this time, PST or PTS, whatever that is. Post it PST. I'm just like I don't know what that is. Okay, and I know it's 3 hours.
but you don't want anything to do
Well,
with it.
then I was doing something for a New Zealand radio show,
Right.
And they had me coming in and talk about pop culture in America.
Uh-huh.
And when they offered the times, it was I don't even know if it was Army time. There was too many numbers.
Right.
It was like, can you meet at 16:34?
Like they just have a different set of.
I don't understand what's happening.
They gotta dumb this down for me.
And I wrote them back. I said, don't do this. Don't do this. To
Really?
me. Yeah. I can't. Just my time. Talk. What times do you want to talk to me? My time.
New York time.
New York. No other time. Sorry.
The Big Apple.
Specifically.
By the way, it's the city that never sleeps, and you're like, no, I'm going to bed. I need to know exactly.
Center of the universe.
Yeah, I mean, because if East Coast switch their time to, I mean, the West Coast switch their time because you don't want us changing,
No.
right? So then the West Coast would have to exist 3 hours later, which means that it wouldn't even start to get dark over there until midnight.
Right.
And you're like, that sounds good.
It works. It works for me.
I mean, in Iceland, they do that. That's where, like, at the height of the summer, it doesn't get dark at all.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, that would tweak me out. That feels like the beginning of a scary movie.
midsummer.
Oh, that
It's
that,
not in Iceland, I don't think, but it's like midsummer. Yeah, where it's like it's an amazing experience because it's this horror movie, but it's all in like it's all outside in that environment in the bright light.
Yeah, eventually you're like, I want to go
It's
night
scary.
night now.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. Let's get on East Coast time. Let's get the sun setting.
That's all we need.
That's it.
You're good to go.
Right. So Trump does his thing.
Yeah.
Then the next morning I wake up feeling like I had a hangover because of what I had just seen, like trying to figure out what's real.
And you don't even know what a hangover feels like, but you're like, that pretty much just must be it.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever got it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Seems terrible.
Oh.
And I'm like trying to figure out what's the real world and what's fantasy.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
And I go, maybe Twitter will have me,
Yes.
as they usually do. Let's go to Twix. Let's see what the Twixes are saying. Let's get that double Twix bar. And then I see all the computers are down. And I went, what do you mean by all the computers? What do you mean by the computers? And they go, no big deal. Just airports, banks, hospitals, traffic lights.
Weird.
And I go,
The whole infrastructure of the country seems to have.
I go, just in New York? They go, no. I go, oh, United States. No, globally.
Oh, yeah, so sorry. Apocalypse is happening. Just like I said, it said the world is ending.
Now, what about this idea? And I mean, the symptoms were there.
They were there.
Still are.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they've not fixed all of this. And if you think that, and that was apparently on a small scale. So, like, the real genius hackers, attackers, haven't even struck yet.
Is that what they call them? The hackers attackers?
That's what they call it. It's like a horrible, it's like a horrible band.
The
name.
hackers attackers. Yeah.
Now presenting. Now on coming in. Please welcome.
It's also something out of like an 80s movie. They're going, who's responsible for this?
We are the hackers attackers. Listen clearly if you ever want your banks back again.
Who did you say you were?
The hacker attackers.
They're the hacker attackers.
The hacker attackers.
You know what I mean. Because
It
was
does-
it a hack
it-
or was it an attack?
It
Or-
does.
It was both kind
You
of.
tell me. You tell me.
First we hack, then we attack.
Oh no, they've already hacked. They may attack.
I hate your guts. You know what I'm talking
It's like an
about.
80s movie where they're like, call the president. There's hacker attackers on the
Oh,
loose.
wait a minute. For real, they're different. A hack and an attack. Like a hack is just to like mess things up. The attack is to try to like hurt people, right? Or am I just making this up as I go?
a hack would be an attack.
So okay, so it is a hack. So they're hacker attackers.
We hack and we attack. We're the hacker attackers.
Don't ever stop using that button. There's nothing better than that button.
It's just funny, right? Oh. So, no, I mean, but here's the thing
Yeah.
that I think you may not be considering.
Okay.
Not to say that the end of the world isn't upon us,
Right.
but there's a good chance that we're just going to screw all this up on accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a hacker attacker at the end of the day.
No.
Because this wasn't a hacker attacker. Unless, you want to start delving into conspiracy theories. And a lot of times, I think conspiracies make us feel more comfortable because as horrifying as they are,
It's just a conspiracy.
it's better than just nobody knows what the hell they're doing.
Right.
Like, this is just going to get screwed up because
Yeah.
everybody's incompetent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's above my pay grade.
It's way above my pay grade. I saw a couple things, people posting, basically being like, I'm getting end of times vibes. And I was like, yeah, ditto.
I get the way you get those vibes.
I mean, those hacker attackers give those vibes.
But so the way it went down was it was a company.
Okay.
This is the official story. Now, again, you believe the conspiracies. You like the conspiracies.
I mean,
end of time stuff.
End of times.
This was a test, you think? Because that's what some people, the conspiracy is.
Right.
This was a test.
These are the hackers. Next comes the attackers. These are like not like
That's what you mean by the two-step plan.
Right.
Right. First we hack, then we attack, then we win.
Right.
I think that's Sun Tzu's Art of War. First you hack your enemy, then you attack your enemy, then you win.
Easy as pie.
That's right. That's right. Somebody must have picked up the book. It was a company called CrowdStrike, I think is the name of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And they do like cybersecurity software. But it's just a company. But like there are companies that's what they do. They have these high profile like corporate or even government clients because they have to get their software from somewhere. And either they develop it internally or they just go, this company has the best. So they go with it, right?
Yeah.
And all these systems. Because at the airport, it wasn't like it was airlines that all had
It was specific airlines, right?
Right, because those are the ones that had this software on their computer systems.
Right.
So it was the same way it was specific hospitals. It was specific
right.
banks. It was, specific traffic systems. And
I couldn't even see when my subway was coming. I'm sitting down there. I'm just like in the heat. And I was like, I don't get to see that it says 2 minutes until it comes.
those are the real horror stories.
I mean, it was horrific. You don't even know what I went through.
The subway was coming. You just didn't know exactly when it was.
How do I have to just wait and not know I only have 5 more minutes?
What is this, 1978?
What am I doing?
What are we doing? So,
I was so annoyed.
of course you were. So I mean, never mind those people in the hospital.
No.
But they pushed out an update
Yeah.
to their software system-wide. So everybody that has their software gets the updated version
Was
of the
it not
software.
checked for bugs?
There apparently was no redundancy. You know what redundancy is?
No, I
Right,
mean,
so
I know
I-
what being redundant is.
Okay. Well, like a redundancy is let's have this being done several times within this same bit of software. That way, if version A fails, version B kicks in. If version
AKA,
version
did
I'm
you
version B. Version B fails, version C kicks in.
AKA, did you check it? Did you make sure? Did you make sure all
that's
the
not quite the same as redundancy.
the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed?
Because if you say, yeah, then it's like, oh, okay. But if there's not redundancy built in, redundancy avoids human error.
So then why
Well,
was there
wasn't
no
there.
redundancy?
So, they figured we didn't need to. So they push out this update, and it works for Linux systems.
Good old Linux. Who's Linux?
Who's Linux?
Or what is it?
It's a computer operating system.
Okay.
It just, I mean, it's very customizable.
Okay.
People who really know computers use Linux because you can completely change it, customize it, have
Okay.
it run software the way you want to run it.
Nerd shit.
That's right. That's right. You know who would have loved it? Sam Bankman-Fried.
Right?
Right. What a nerd!
What a nerd.
So it worked on Apple. Apple was fine.
Of course it was. Not the
But-
droids.
On Microsoft operating systems, which is like Windows, it just didn't work. And not only did it not work, it hit them with a blue screen of death.
Yes, it was a blue screen of death.
And it just left it there. Like, I think it like knocked the computer into constant reboot mode.
Fun.
So, and like I said, it's everybody that's got this software had to deal with this until the company could try to fix it because it was the software that was on the computers.
Don't get mad. I'm just exhausted. Who's Microsoft? What's his name? He's trying to save the world.
Bill Gates?
Bill Gates. Did someone call Bill?
I don't know if he's still in charge.
I mean, I feel like he's still like tied to it, even if it's an invisible string.
Well, like, I mean, would you call Jeff Bezos if something happened with Amazon?
Yes,
He's not in charge of Amazon anymore.
but like he knows all the ins and outs. He
knows.
started.
These are your
What a nerd!
these are your little corners that you
Yeah.
hid things in. Like where's the little
Wait,
rat
right.
hole that
Correct.
you hide the secret code in?
Really, like who do they call? Who do you call when this happens?
Well, it's not Bill Gates' problem. The problem is with the guys who designed the software.
Yeah, it still feels like Bill's got a little bit of blood on his hands.
I wouldn't be shocked if Bill had a lot of blood on his hands, but I don't know for this one.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, I mean the guy said he was like, no, first of all, we apologized, and it's like, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Second of all, we're trying to fix the problem, and they did get the problem fixed. It was fixed by the end of
Yes,
Friday.
yes.
Except the airports were destroyed all weekend.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really bad in those situations. I'm not great in a lot of situations, but specifically, like, if something's canceled or delayed and it doesn't go according to plan, it's like my head spins.
Yeah.
And I think,
Well,
God,
like you just said, I mean, just the fact you thought this was a great tragedy because you didn't know what time your subway was coming.
losing my mind.
Right.
So, right.
Right.
This would have sent me over the edge.
You think so?
I might not be sitting here today.
So you wouldn't like look around and see like, oh, this is affecting all of us.
Yeah, I would.
Let me just keep my cool.
I can
because...
still be freaking out and
Okay.
be annoyed.
Okay. I'm
Just-
not telling you can't.
No, but
I'm asking.
No, you're saying because if I look around, I'm like, okay, we're all going through this
We're all
together.
going
It's
through
not
this.
just
This isn't
me.
me.
It doesn't mean I can't have my feelings. Let me feel my feels.
Okay, this is a thing people say a lot of the times.
What?
And their feelings are not only not appropriate, but affect other people around them.
Oh, shush. Honestly, come on. No.
What do you mean, come on?
I'm not allowed.
You're allowed to feel feelings, but when your feelings affect other people, you are also responsible for those effects.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Sorry, my behavior bothered you because I'm sitting there. Let's say let's say that the the emotion caused tears, right? Like feelings I was feeling.
Do you think it's
caused me to
possible
cry.
that could happen?
Yes, strong possibility. So let's say that happened. You're telling me that like I'm now responsible because I've upset somebody because I'm crying because I'm upset?
I'm saying that if you are in a stressful environment and you add stress to that environment, you are part of the problem.
Well, I can't. I don't know how to fix the
So instead, let's make it
attacker-
worse.
The attacker hackers.
I'll help that.
attackers.
We're the hacker attackers. Don't get our names wrong.
Sorry, I don't know how to. I can't go against them. I don't know how to battle them.
So let's like make the problem worse then.
No, let me just feel it. I don't want to talk about this. I mean, it's making me like legit angry, and I love you so much. So.
No, I'm glad.
No, I don't. Like, sorry, I'm not saying I'm gonna go and like start yelling at the people that like.
But what about the
work
people
for-
that? Yes, you are.
Well, I wouldn't yell at them in this case.
No.
I mean, I might. I might be like, you need to fix this. Get me on another line, airline.
And they're like, Miss, like look
I
around.
work for
okay,
JetBlue,
okay,
sorry.
let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay.
Okay. You're the hacker attackers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have taken everything down.
Yes.
You've been stuck at the airport for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
The kids are getting rambunctious.
Yeah.
Your husband is not doing a great job.
Hey, excuse me. Do we have any information? Is there like, do we know what's going on
no,
here?
No, man. I mean, myth. There's computer outages all over the place. So we're all dealing with this. So
So
if you could
who's
just,
who's work? Do you know who's working on this or what's happening?
yes, we're all working on it. It's a company-wide problem. So if you could just have a seat, we'll let you know as soon as we're
Quickly,
ready.
is it only this airline, or are there a couple airlines that are not affected by it that I might be able to get on a flight?
We can't communicate with the other airlines. Our systems are down. But
Do
if
you know
want,
which airlines were affected? Because then I might go to a different airline myself. I won't ask you to do it.
Miss, if you want to go to customer service, you can
Why
go to
do you
customer
look
service.
nervous? Like this is really happening. You look like actually legit nervous.
I'm in it.
Okay, so you're saying I'm
But by
affecting
the-
you. My
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying that like I've been in customer service positions before. One time.
So have I. Isn't like a wait staff would be right? Like I waited tables, I
yeah,
bartended,
sure. Yeah, but you were like a hot bartender. That's a different deal.
lifeguarded, saved
Oh my god! I mean,
lives.
you're Wendy Peppercorn then.
I literally would take bong hits before I sat in the lifeguard chair. No, not all the time.
You take some of them doggy edibles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I understand like the point that you're trying to make. Maybe I can just tell you that I don't know if I can control it.
I think you could.
I can't.
I think you choose not to.
Fine.
You know.
So then, how you tell me? Like, if it was happening to you, how like, be me? How do I comment? Deep breaths. Count back from 10.
Understand, you're in an uncontrollable situation.
I understand that I'm frustrated with the uncontrollable situation.
You have to go find someplace to eat. Go find something else to do, and get it out of your head that you're like gonna figure out some way to talk your way onto a plane because you're not going to.
I will. I'm good.
The systems are down.
Not all of the systems.
Then go either find a solution.
That's my solution. I'm getting on another airline that was not affected. They don't have a blue screen of death. They're gonna put me on their flight.
You gonna fly Southwest?
I honestly, at that point, sounds like a better option than
But their flights would probably be full because you're probably not the only person thinking.
fine. Just get me to where I need to go.
That. Right.
I'll suck it up.
But do you see how?
But see, I wasn't even affected except for the subway timing thing, and now I feel like I've been affected because you're frustrating me. So stop.
It's my fault.
It is
Okay. So you're saying that the way I was speaking affected you.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that's a lesson for you to learn.
You know what? You're
What?
just as bad as the hacker attacks.
My wife has done that. She goes, Sam, I want you to know, you're a very difficult person to have arguments with.
You are.
You treat things like you're a lawyer.
You're good. You probably would have been great on the debate team. Were you on the debate team?
First of all, I told you I don't like condescension.
I'm sorry. You were on the debate team?
No, I wasn't on the debate team. I was a member of the youth court,
Oh, so that's why you speak like a lawyer.
but I was not on the debate team.
Okay, but debate isn't necessarily uncool.
Okay, but you said the debate team. That's how
Okay,
you
so-
said it.
Sam, were you on the debate team? Is it my inflection better?
As a matter of fact, I was not. But interesting question.
Okay.
Interesting query.
Query.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. You're a very good arguer. And because you're good, like I will end up getting, as you've seen and experienced, I'll just get frustrated and probably just start low blowing.
Right.
Right.
And sometimes, like, also, with somebody like you, and I'll admit that I would do this on purpose.
Yes.
I would not do this with a loved one, a family member, something like that. But if
I'm a
you're,
loved one.
I'm saying like on the,
Oh my God.
I meant I wouldn't do it with my wife in a serious situation. Here on when we're doing a podcast, I would realize that I think I can get you to the line where you will hit me with a low blow.
Yeah.
And once you hit someone with a low blow,
No.
you've logically lost the argument.
But you don't lose them. You know how many times I've low blowed Matt? Oh, I'm so mean. And I don't like it about myself. I don't. It's not something, it's something I'm
But do you win?
not usually once I've low blowed.
Right.
Sometimes he just quits because he's like, you're a sociopath.
Okay. What's a low blow that you might give him?
I mean, I don't really want to get into all of them, but like I even say like lame things like you loser, like you're a loser. That's like
so horrible.
mean.
It's a horrible thing.
He's not a loser.
No, but that is the type of thing that
Yeah, like I don't.
if my wife ever called me a loser, even like in the good times,
Yeah,
I'd be like,
yeah, and I'll sometimes bring up things from old fights because it's never really over. Right.
good. I'm glad you carry that with you. It's healthy.
I don't want. It's not healthy. I'm aware, but I'm like if he makes me angry about something or anybody, it then just re-erupts all of the things that have ever bothered me or that you've ever done, and then I put it in this big pile.
And go, this is all
I
related.
spray gas all over it,
Right.
and then I take a match out and I light it.
Does he ever look at you and just go like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
And do you at that point reflect or do you get upset?
Depends. We've both gotten better at diffusing, but it's still there.
Right. Where like there's a way to go like, hey, like, what are you doing? And calm down. What are you doing?
Right, exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about the delivery. And
Yeah.
you know what I do? Because like I'm like, I need to just like I think my therapist said, like, just sometimes you need to know, like maybe he's in a bad mood. It's not about you. Like, just don't engage, right? Just okay, honey, and walk away. So how did I interpret that? How did I put that into performance?
Yeah.
He was saying something and I was like, I'm not engaging with you right now because you know why? Just don't engage. You don't just say it because now I'm
not.
turning it into like more fighting.
Of course not. Because when just as you were saying that to me, I go, "You're not? Are you not engaging?"
Really?
Oh no, I'm real. Like
I
you
can
use it-
see you not engaging while you engage.
That happens so much with that like couples therapy stuff. Like
Yep.
you
Yeah.
take the language that you learn in couples therapy and then you weaponize it.
Yeah. Or like one thing we learned in therapy when we did couples therapy was you don't just tell them that you don't feel seen. Like if he's dismissive.
I don't feel seen because you are an idiot.
Yes, basically. I feel like he's dismissing me. I'm just like, okay, this happening. I'm not feeling seen. You're doing the thing where I don't feel seen. He's like too much words. I know I do it. I don't like it about myself. I can't help it.
But you're in an emotional state.
I'm an emotional person.
And you're also like at that point too, like if by the time you get to this place where you're like, I'm not feeling seen.
Yeah.
If he goes, I'm sorry, what were you saying? You're not in the you're like
Also-
so spinning now.
Also, who actually says out loud, I'm not feeling seen? What a nerd.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're 100%
I'm
right.
a nerd.
You're 100% right.
What are you going to do?
Like if you want to hit me, but don't.
Yeah. It almost makes him angry when I throw out that mumbo jumbo. Maybe that's what I do.
Probably.
Right?
Probably. And good for you.
Right?
Stick it up his ass.
Fire with fire, baby. Fire with fire.
Oh my God. So then, as the computers are going down, and I texted you, I said, hey, I hope we at least get one more podcast out of this. And you said, well, just remember, if those zombies show up,
It's over.
I'm food. And so are the kids.
Eat me. It's over. I don't want to fight. I don't want to live in a world like this.
How many zombies would you have to see before you
One
zombie?
Yeah, because if there's one, there's more. There's
You know why there's more? Because people like you are feeding yourselves to them.
No.
You'd become a zombie.
Right. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Walking Dead was so long ago, it feels like. I forgot the rules. Sorry.
You're like, there's a bite being taken out of your arm. I'm like, Nicole, you're going to be a zombie now. And you're like,
Part of the problem. Always. I'm always part of the problem.
but by the way, that's on me. And then,
Yeah.
and then those are your last words.
My bad.
My bad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that doesn't actually happen. I think the cyber attacking hacking is going to happen long before this.
You understand this wasn't an attack?
But then you said that it's kind of the same thing. A hack is an attack.
No, it wasn't a hack either.
What was it?
It was a mistake.
Oh, I thought it was a.
I just told you that they pushed it. Were you not here?
No, I did. I think I.
They pushed an update through, and there was just a glitch in it.
I thought there was still somebody like up to no good that helped. I don't know,
No,
code.
they just fucked it up.
So they're bad coders.
They made a mistake.
Being bad coders. While coding, they effed up.
Yeah.
Badly. so they're bad coders.
Okay, all right, bad coders.
You know how to code?
No.
They have like coding classes for kids now.
Yeah, they do, except ChatGPT will code for you now.
Oh yeah, ChatGPT will do anything for you.
Anything?
Anything.
Nice. Nice.
No, I'm into that. Yeah, it's very scary, but I kind of like it.
Like ChatGPT, because I was thinking about, maybe I'll get the kids in coding
yeah,
classes.
Parker did one.
Yeah, because my son's super into tech.
Yeah,
But then I'm like, at the same time, if by the time they're ready to get into the workforce, they can just use ChatGPT to say, hey, code me an app that will do this. And they'll give you the code. I'd probably rather than just teach them to use
what does GPT?
AI.
What does it stand for?
I don't know.
It's like I always feel like it's an annoying thing to say. ChatGPT.
Yeah, I mean, OpenAI. You could just say AI, I guess, but
it's not. It's ChatGPT. Also, ChatGPT slid into my DMs, and now I accidentally. I'll show you. Now I accidentally have it's like there, and it's asking me questions. I had to delete it. Keep deleting the chat, and it keeps coming
you got
up.
a lot of notifications.
I know it makes all of my friends insane.
There's too much going on.
Wait, are you ready for this? You ready for how many emails I have?
Well, that I'm okay with.
Oh, I also had to delete 64,000 pictures and then another crazy number like that of old text messages because I had no.
Why'd you have to delete pictures? You just
'cause
put
I
them in
had
the cloud.
They're in the cloud, but I like them here. Feels safe. I can't explain it. Wait, let me see if I can find.
I have 1,235 texts unread.
Yeah, well, that annoys me.
Yeah.
I don't care about the emails. I don't care about all like the photos. The fact that you've got open chat or open chats or open text that you never responded.
I mean, yeah, look at all those blue dots.
So annoying and rude. It's frankly rude.
You think so?
See, ask Meta AI. I don't want Meta is not my friend.
Well, that's literally in everything. I mean, that's just
no, but it comes in like it's a user, like it's one of my followers, and I don't like that.
You get confused by it?
No, I just don't like it. We're not. I didn't accept you.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the software because Meta, Instagram, Facebook.
It's just another hacker attacker.
I'm pretty sure not everything that happens is a hacker attacker.
I'm gonna blame everything on that now.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. See, they speak the truth.
I can't believe they got into this podcast.
You heard it here first.
We hacked your podcast. You know what we do next?
What?
Attack.
Oh, I actually do. I actually couldn't remember.
And then after all this, we have one day of rest on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then you wake up on Sunday going like, oh, okay, man, it was kind of crazy. Crazy way to get into the weekend. And then Joe Biden goes, yeah, no, I'm not going to run. I'm not going to run for president.
Psych.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it.
Take backsies.
I know. I keep saying I was definitely doing it. Like, please stop asking me.
Well, I asked you in the car, like, I feel like, who pushed him to do it? Did he come to the realization? Was it family? Were there like people around him in his circle that were like, listen, man, it's time. Like, this doesn't work anymore.
If I had to guess, and maybe cynical,
Yeah.
there were probably high-profile donors
That said we're going to pull our money.
that were like, we're not giving you the money.
Oh,
So,
okay. So is Kamala like officially the
no, she's the
How do-
nominee.
when
She's not the nominee. I'm sorry. She is endorsed.
right?
Although, I mean, we're recording this maybe 2 days before it airs. So by the time it airs, it'll probably be totally different. But
Hulk Hogan might be one of the candidates.
I might vote for her. She's endorsed
Okay.
by Biden,
Yes.
Clinton,
Okay.
a bunch of people. But there's also a bunch of people that, as of this conversation, haven't endorsed her.
Right.
Obama didn't endorse her.
I don't. At this point, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so
I just don't even.
but she gets to keep so people who I don't know if you heard about this, Nicole, but money makes the world go round.
Oh, it does.
And that's something I say.
Yeah.
That's just a thing I say.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you've said it for years, actually.
Yeah, it's one of my things.
Yeah.
Usually not publicly, but so they she can keep the donations made to the Biden Harris campaign because she's the Harris in the Biden Harris campaign.
Right.
If Biden drops out and Harris isn't running, they don't get to keep that money. So all the donations are already there.
They want the prize money.
Plus, Kamala Harris got I think more or as many donations in a single day as anyone ever has.
Really?
Like on Sunday when it was announced, I think she made
Interesting.
$50 million or something
Wow.
like that in
Which is
campaign
good for that
donations.
party, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. The party
Yeah.
just being like, okay,
Okay,
fine. This
we're-
is our person. Like,
okay.
whoever it is.
Yes.
As long as it's not this fool.
Right.
Like, let's just get
Got it.
somebody who can form a sentence
Right.
and
Right.
put all the effort into. Because that's what it is. I mean, just like 4 years ago,
Yeah.
it feels much more like they're like, let's beat the other guy.
Right. Right.
Which, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
So, yeah. So I think.
It's been a rough one.
Yeah, it's
Been a rough week.
It's been a rough one. It's a wild time.
Do you feel tired?
No, I'm.
Energized as all hell, huh?
Well, it's just stuff keeps happening,
I know.
and you just get to
And
watch
you
it.
Wonder what. You don't just watch it. You let it affect you and build an anxiety deep
Yeah.
in your loins.
You know what I say?
What?
Don't sweat the petty stuff.
Right. Oh, you have said that.
Pet the sweaty stuff.
Okay, I'll do that.
See?
I mean, it's too sweaty. I'm not really. into it.
Sure, but a little musk never hurt
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah, right. Wait, so we actually were talking about that. Speaking of that, we were talking about BJ's,
Beaches.
and if you would rather
You talking about Beetlejuice?
one that's like just like normal and like just like let's say you.
Which were you talking about on the morning mashup?
No, I was
Okay.
talking with some friends. Like, would you rather go down?
You and your friends just talking about like fun beaches? Like you come
Yeah.
up with hypothetical beach
well,
conversations?
it was like, would you rather like a guy who just got out of the shower because then I taste soap,
Right.
or if I don't know how we got here. Did you just say something that got me here?
Bro, I don't know what I do to you.
Okay, me neither. And then, or would you rather that, or just like a guy? I mean, he might be sweaty, he might be like gross from the day,
Okay.
and I still think I choose that because soap does not taste good.
Well, also, I mean, I don't know which one I would choose.
Well, what would you choose on a girl?
Well, I would think.
Even if, let's say, if it's your wife, would you rather that she like just got out of the shower, or that she just was like her?
Well, I think yes. Number one, the pheromones,
Right.
right? Coming right out of the shower, those like natural sort of baked in pheromones.
Yeah, they're
They
gone.
disappear. Now we're just like
Okay, so
this
you are
clean,
with me.
prepared thing.
No.
Well, I'm thinking about it now. I'm piecing it together. The other thing, because there's nothing wrong with like, but
You don't want it to be gross. I'm not saying like vile.
no, I
haven't
know what you're
showered in-
saying. I know what you're saying, but also like out of the shower feels like prepared. Like,
Right.
oh, let me take a shower and then we can make love.
Right. Okay.
But if it's a little grimy, not disgusting,
No.
but a little grimy, it's like very thrilling.
And- right,
I didn't think
feral
I
and,
didn't
like-
think this was going to happen. But
Yes,
we need to do
more
this right
exciting.
now.
Yes.
I can see I'm charging you up.
Oh my god.
This is why you're right. We figured this out.
Okay.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
That's the answer. I think if it's like if you prefer the smell of Dove,
Yeah. Over
It's-
just the person that you
that
like
means
love.
you're bored. It's a boring. Thing.
boring.
And it's not.
Clean yourself before you enter the bed.
Wash your loins.
So Biden has dropped out, and now we know we don't want a Dove.
No,
private part.
I think there's something almost asexual
Yes, about that.
about wanting a sterile.
No, I don't want. No.
No, because then you're not
Okay.
in it.
Good.
You're not in it. You're just like, well, we have to do
Because
this.
two of my friends thought I was like gross, and I was like, no, I just
No, because if you're cleaning everything, it's like, well, we have to do this. So if we're gonna do it, make sure you're clean.
yeah, no,
Where's
it's not. That's not normal or human.
Yeah.
We're not spontaneous.
Let's get back to our animal instinct.
Exactly.
You know,
See, you get me.
you love watching those safari shows in the Serengeti when those animals just they're in heat.
That's not something I like to watch.
Yes,
but
you do.
I mean, I would. I guess now that you say it, sounds kind of fun. Especially, well, those animals don't do it for pleasure, right? Aren't like dolphins one of the and seahorses are two of the only
Seahorses?
things that do it for pleasure, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but
It's possible. I think that is the thing about dolphins.
yeah,
And don't they generally try to have sex with people?
yeah. Someone said that dolphins often will
Try to make love to humans.
Yeah, like aggressively, like
Yeah.
without consent.
Sure. Well,
And-
yeah, I mean, it's tough to get that because of the conversation, the gap there.
Right. We
Language
don't speak
barrier.
the same language, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
So yeah, they're just like smelling, even if they can smell, and then just shove that bottle thing wherever they can find a place for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I
All
think
right.
that's what they go for anyway.
They seem so sweet and fun and
well,
nice.
that's part of the game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like all, oh, he seems so nice when I first met him.
Right.
Those are dolphins.
Right.
That's what you should say. When a dude that you're with turns out to be a real dog,
Yeah.
you say, I got me a dolphin. I really thought they were this nice, sweet guy.
No.
But as it turns out, they're a dolphin.
Not into consent.
Right. They're a real dolphin. Sticking that nose wherever it goes. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's a good question. But
Okay, again, I don't know why we got there, but it's okay. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Tackling the hard-hitting issues right here on Satisfying.
That's right. That's right. The are you an Olympics person?
I love the Olympics, but I only like certain things, just like most people.
What do you like in the Olympics?
I like the swimming, I like the diving, and I like the gymnastics.
Okay.
I don't.
And did you ever do gymnastics?
I did gymnastics and I dove. I was a diver.
Okay, so this is my son's in diving class.
Like to be a diver?
Like diving class. Yeah, not to learn to dive. Well, I mean to learn to dive, but
like he's learning to do tricks off the board like I did.
He's learning to. Well, right now he's just learning to dive properly.
But then, does he want to do tricks?
I would imagine. Who doesn't want to do tricks?
I don't know. I just didn't know if he was learning just to do like the basic.
Well, he's just starting.
Okay, then let's say he gets that.
Child.
Let's say he gets it.
He's not ready for the Olympics.
He is
I'm
not.
not saying I'm not putting him in that position.
It's not Greg Louganis. It's
not yet.
Okay, right, but that is something that he aspires to be.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, you know nothing.
He just started diving.
But how did we even get him into the diving class? Did he show interest in diving, competitive diving?
I mean, it was actually pretty remarkable at first.
Okay.
At first, he was like, I don't want to do this. I'm scared.
Yeah, it is
scared
scary.
to jump off the board. But then class number 1, he was like, all right, I'll try. And now he's all about it.
Right, yeah.
Now he's all about it. So I could see if he perfected the dive.
Yeah.
That he would probably enjoy then doing tricks.
It's very weird because like the things that I used to do on a diving board, I wouldn't dream of doing. Like I could propel myself off and do things in the air that like, I mean, wow, what was I doing? How did I do it? I don't even remember. It was like a dream. Like I could do crazy stuff.
And I guess at that age, did you not even think about it?
No, you don't. I hit the board all the time. And when
you hit the board
all the time, someone would hit the board daily.
That's regular.
Regular.
It's not scary.
Yes, it's scary. It sucks.
But when you do it over and over again, it's like,
whatever.
It comes with.
And then when you hit the water, it feels like you're hitting this floor, and you come home with bruises and welts all over you. It's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, you don't bleed from hitting the board, or sometimes you.
Oh yeah, one girl did. One girl had to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah, and I guess do people get concussed?
Yeah, I never did, but I did smash everything. I broke like all my fingers and toes.
How'd you do that?
Like not like at the same time.
No, I know that.
Hitting the board.
Wow.
Yeah, because you want to be really close to the board when you enter, but close enough, but not too close. Right.
Why do you want to be so close to the board?
Because you get a better score.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you have to go up and come straight.
They should not score that way because it's encouraging people to hit themselves on the board.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
No, that's what it is. You do know, and you can do more if you stay by the board. Who are you texting?
No, I want to see, because I'm trying to think of what my favorite Olympic events are.
Oh, you're looking at what the events are? Well, do you like track and field?
No, well, like
curling?
I mean, no, I don't like curling.
Ping pong? Is ping pong an Olympic sport?
I'm sure it is. Forrest Gump was good at it.
Is surfing?
Is surfing?
I don't know.
It seems like it should be,
It
right?
should be. And then we've got like, oh, you know what I used to love? It used to be called synchro, but it used to be called synchro. Now it's something dance, like creative dance.
You like dancing?
I do love to dance.
Olympic dancing?
No, when they do
No,
it.
I think that's so dumb.
Okay, that's
no,
mean.
I'm not. I think the gymnasts are great.
Okay.
The diving's good.
Okay.
Not great. Good.
You don't like the swimming?
Nah.
I do.
No, just the swimming back and forth. You know what I love? Like, if I could be good at any Olympic sport.
Yeah. Fencing?
No, fencing is like the worst. It's so dumb.
Yeah, well, you know.
What a waste of your life.
Helps a lot of people get into college for some reason.
I mean, what college has a fencing?
A lot.
They do, right?
A lot of like the Ivy Leagues.
Because they think they're so high.
On guard.
Yeah. What are we, the Three Musketeers?
I guess.
What are you, the Count of Monte Cristo? No, I like I like the throwing events.
Okay.
Like
javelin.
More like hammer throwing, like just like disc it, like when it's
the
just
disc.
like
but isn't that part of track and field?
I guess
we don't know a lot.
I guess the fielding part, I suppose. I mean, I'm saying I don't like running. Running's kind of cool.
Remember Cool
Maybe I
Runnings?
like track and field. I love Cool Runnings. We
the
got the bobsled team.
Remember the bobsled? I like that.
John Candy's last movie.
Was it?
Yeah. Rest in peace to John Candy. He's no longer with us.
But he died. Did he have a heart attack or was it drugs and alcohol? Or all of the above?
Sometimes the second leads to the first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was drug induced or just he was in bed because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Cool Runnings was his last movie.
Such a great movie.
But no, like hammer throw.
Yeah.
I love hammer throw.
You know what drives me crazy? I think it's curling when they push the disc and then they
Oh,
like,
no.
I
like simple. I guess I do like, and swimming I guess fits in this too. I like who could swim the fastest, who could run the fastest, who could throw the farthest, who could jump the highest.
Right.
Those are the things that if you're going to be like,
Is that all of them?
no. Because like curling is like, okay.
I like volleyball too. Why are you rolling your eyes at me?
Because like, are you really going to sit there and be like, hey, my country is the best volleyballers?
No, but like some of the girls are really like
strong,
like
powerful.
their bodies are crazy and they just look like they could beat you up, but like you'd like it.
No, I just feel like, and I
You
get
would.
that. I enjoy that.
Right?
You know, I do.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there is more national pride
Yes.
in knowing that your country has the person that could throw farther than anyone else.
Right.
Like,
Not curl. I kind of
know.
want to look up all of the events now and see if there, because there have been some that have been added and taken out over the years.
is there weightlifting?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Of course
There's gotta
there is.
be.
Yeah. Mark Henry qualified. Or was like, I think got injured in the qualification, but he's still the world's strongest man.
Oh, Mark. That must have hurt.
Yeah,
Even
but
though
then-
you still have like that label.
Then he became a WWE superstar, so he's the man.
Oh.
He was an A&E biography, so.
Okay, so no big deal.
They do a biography about you?
No.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's definitely cooler than me.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He sat in that chair.
He probably doesn't get anxious like I do, and he probably does not low blow like I do.
No, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's cool as a cucumber.
Does he like to party?
No.
Why?
He did back in the day, I
Okay.
think. I think. Well, not like party like you do,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think he enjoyed a strip club.
Okay.
So that was, I think
I
that
used
was
to
his
enjoy a
thing.
strip club too, every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're real blurry, but they were the few times that I was there, it was fun.
That's-
just to be silly.
Yeah. That might be due to the stuff that was going on with the strip club.
Yes.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something
you
like
do.
the club itself was blurry.
Hate you. / love you so much.
Well, look, I hope by now everybody's subscribed to the YouTube channel, but I really hope that everybody is also listening to us every single week. We're available
waiting.
on every single podcast platform. So go ahead, hit subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Sirius app, wherever you want to listen to podcasts. Take us with you in your little pocket.
Yeah.
Everywhere that you go. It's a much more intimate
It really is.
way to handle
Yeah.
myself and Nicole.
Yes. And we want you to be gentle when you handle us. I
That's-
feel like, right?
Well, we'll
Maybe
see.
not.
We'll see how it goes.
Toss us around a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
We don't
Hey,
break easily.
Yeah, we're not delicate. Okay? We're not fragile. Just internally.
Right.
Just emotionally.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, make sure you're leaving comments, like, subscribe on the YouTube, and then subscribing to us on the podcast platforms, as well as leaving review, rating,
Yes.
the whole deal, interacting with it both in video and audio. We appreciate that.
We do. Let's build this family up.
Yeah, we're a family, a satisfying family.
It is.
Yeah.
A satisfied family.
Yeah, there it is.